Let's say Iman 8 years ago to Iman now. What's the difference in terms of your dating life?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I've always had a good. Like, I remember when I was even when I was like 14, 15, 16. So I had a girlfriend for like 2 years. My first relationship was like 2 years, and I remember, bro. Back then, I was reading Way of Superior Man. I was reading Five Love Languages. I was reading, I was reading a lot of, Men Are from Mars, Women Are from Venus.
Venus. Yeah.
Dude, like I was reading a lot of those books back then. So like even back then, that's why, dude, I'll be honest, women with me are on their absolute best behavior. I don't have a have never experienced a girl in my life that's late, that's disrespectful, they're like, I know, outside of, I don't know, maybe some whatever 4 years ago in a club or like these days I don't experience those sort of things with women because like um once again I cultivated that back when I was like 14, 15, 16. Like you need to act in accordance to the person who you want to become right now in order to become that person. So like, dude, when I was like 14, 15, 16, even my girlfriend, like she knew like my work is, I didn't even fucking have a business, right? Like my work is my number one. My self-study is my number one. If my girlfriend wants to hang out on Sunday and I haven't read my book for the week, it's not happening, right? And same thing with my friends. I had the exact same boundaries and same relationships with my friends. And that's why, dude, I was a real loner in school. And not only was I a loner, I hate the word like bully. Like I just don't like that word, but like, bro, I was, and once again, I think bullying is like, it's, I don't know, sometimes you can kind of victimize yourself. Like in the same way you were like, oh, bro, 3 years ago, I looked at you and I saw you were 12. Bro, if I was in school and I didn't have this sort of upbringing that I had and the reasons why I had to grow up quicker, I would even look at me and probably make fun of me. Dude, I was the fucking loner at lunch, reading a book on my own. There's a very like everyone in my school knows this, and it's my best friend likes to tell this story all the time. I used to spend my lunch breaks meditating in the bathroom because if when I woke up, I wake up every morning with like 3 4 hours sleep, because I was going to school, going to gym 6 times a week, reading a book a week, and then also trying all these little like side hustles before I eventually found my business. Um, so I was getting like 3 4 hours sleep a day. So meditating in the morning was an option. I just fall back asleep and miss school. I couldn't meditate at night because that was usually when I was doing most of my work, and once again I'd fall asleep. So I just landed on meditating in my lunch breaks, and I guess that was also because all my friends would like kind of go out for lunch and stuff like that, and I couldn't afford to do that back then. So yeah, all this is to say that in terms of my dating life, look, of course, I have a lot more options now, and I will say, man, there's some point in my life. I was telling you the other day. There's some point in my life I will actually, I don't know. I just want to help guys in like the whole date because, bro, even like a lot of guys who are like whatever looked at as like thought leaders and this and that when it comes to dating, like I know a lot of these guys like bro behind closed doors, like it's yeah, it's not what it seems at all. Um, the highest level dating, once like highest level business is the same as highest level dating, which is leverage. Like that's all it is, right? Like the more like as the years go by, the less and less speaking I do. Like I don't talk. I'm not a dancing monkey. I don't talk much. Like everything is my entire life when it comes to my dating life. Everything is pre-built. Social proof is pre-built. The place I go to, social proof is pre-built. My online presence and stuff pre-built. Like all of the women I have. I mean, even you can kind of look at my Instagram and get a feel ish for it. You can get a feel ish for it, but it's still like, dude, that's like 1%. Like, I mean, I post stuff on Instagram that, even my friends like, bro, I can't believe you post like shit, like very raunchy stuff. Or not so much raunchy, but it's clear that I enjoy a bit of debauchery in my personal life. But bro, that's like the 1%. So yeah, basically I want to do as little amount of work and get the best yield in terms of results. And I apply that to business and I apply that to my personal dating life. So I think there are a lot of, and by the way, like, great book called Power versus Force, and it's always stuck with me. I read that book pretty early on. Like I wanna have power, not force. And I was telling you the other day, like, dude, I used to be like 16 and I had a fake ID and I used to go to the club 3 times a week, and like the best clubs in London, because I've always had older friends and stuff, and they would take me. And dude, I practiced cold approach and all that stuff, and I wasn't drinking at the end of the night. I would write down, okay, here's what I did well, and that's why these days, like, bro, it's so natural to me.
Mm.
Like, it's just, but you got to put in that legwork. In the same way it said, it's like I made $10 million last year, but and someone might look at that and that's insane. It's like, honestly, as I said, bro, in like 4 years, if you made $10 million, I really would not be surprised, right? Because you're putting in that groundwork. And like back in 2017, I was working like a fucking animal. I was working like a dog, right? In all fairness, I still am, just with a lot more leverage. So I think, on the whole dating point, there's a lot of hoops you have to go through first. There's a lot of hoops you have to go through first. But then when you look at the super, super high level guys, like it's basically you just have to forget everything, all the previous stuff in terms of like the whole cold approach community and this and that. But first you have to go through that.
Mm. So stereotypical.